Say hi to the peoples. Say hi, peoples.
Hi, peoples.
Hi, peoples.
Hi, peoples. Hi, everybody. Happy Heart Treasures here. I'm Steve.
I'm Donna. This is Daisy.
And this is Bella.
Yeah.
Hi, Bella.
Yeah.
Bella says, oh, I'm done.
Ready? Okay, get in the chair. Here's your toy.
All right, hi. It is July 23rd, 2023.
2023.
Do you know what that day is, Donna?
Sunday?
Sunday, yes.
Sunday.
Today is my 2-year anniversary for working for Donna. I mean, working for myself at home. She's my boss.
He's my boss, so what does that do?
Yeah. No, today is 2 years. 2 years ago, I quit my job. It was my last day. And so I saw a video a couple weeks ago from that job that I want to share, want to get into. We just want to talk about 2 years. Not scripted. We don't have a script. Maybe we should. Some people think we should do things a little differently, but we like to just ramble. So we're going to get into what we've learned and what we know and where we're at after 2 years of doing this together as resellers, working hand in hand, arm in arm in Lincoln, Nebraska. So stick around. We'll get into it. Okay, everybody, July 23rd. Anything you'd like to say to me?
Happy anniversary.
Well, besides that.
Congratulations, Steve! He's got a gold medal around his neck.
That's all right. I told her she could wear it.
No.
Today.
It looks better on him.
That was just fun. Today was the Cornhusker State Games. It's Nebraska's like once a year game thing, fundraiser. I don't know what it is, but for sure. But it's
state games, so people can compete in bowling, and there's all kinds of different...
all kinds of athletic things.
Yeah, there's golf and...
Me and my two brothers and my nephew are athletes. At least that's what they say.
They're not athletic.
So we participate in bowling, and the four of us as Team Scalec won the gold today.
Yes.
Everybody participated. It was really a team effort. However, my nephew absolutely dominated the show, and
you guys listen up. Isaac Scalec. That name is going to be something.
If you like bowling
someday.
and watch bowling, yeah,
yes.
he bowls for Peru State, and today, in the doubles portion of the event, him and his dad Dan, they bowled and they were in the roll-off in the finals. And in the final game to see who gets the gold and who gets the silver, Isaac bowled his first sanctioned 300 game. It was
way to
awesome.
Go, Isaac.
We were there. Grandma was there. Everybody was there. And that was, he's had 8 300s before, but none of them sanctioned. So it was his first sanctioned 300. So that was awesome. Now, I don't know if any of you watch bowling or like bowling, but I got Isaac's permission. And so here's a clip of him throwing his 10th frame, his last 3 strikes. Come on, get there. Be there. Yeah! So anyway, that was fun. I thought I needed to start the video with the medal, of course.
Yes.
And congratulations to Isaac. Congratulations to my brothers Dan and Greg. And here's a picture of us getting with our medals. And we'll move on now. Anyway, today is 2 years since my last day, since I walked out of Pepsi. Here is a small clip of my last day from the video 2 years ago today that we posted on YouTube. It's done. It's done. I'm done. 15 years. I'm done. At the end of this video, I will have a shortcut to that video from 2 years ago today when it was my last day. So if you wanted to check it out, you could check that out. But anyway, 2 years now.
Where did we start and where did we get to?
Well,
or let's review
first I want to go over one thing. The reason this video came to mind was a couple weeks ago. I was scrolling through memories of something, I don't know, and I stumbled across memory 2 years ago, about a month ago. I had a video, and here's the context of the video. And I'm not going to say anything negative about my old employer or my old job or anything. I was a territory sales manager at Pepsi, and what I did is I went around to stores, convenience stores mainly, and then drugstores, a little bit of grocery, and I would do the orders and selling promotions and all that stuff, all the displays and all that kinds of things. Well, part of the job before you can go do the order at C stores, or as we called them, convenience stores, is you had to restock the cooler before you order so you get an accurate order. This day in particular, and I'm not going to name any store names or anything like that. This day in particular, I was in a cooler and I was so frustrated because it was so common that the stores don't do anything. They don't stock anything. They'll let things sit empty, literally. I was in this cooler. I just got there. And my family, this was a couple months when you started at home by yourself.
Yes.
And all three of our kids, I think they all had shared on Snapchat. We have a little group, and they all shared like pictures or videos from their work. Like Donna had a video of her at her workstation here. And all three of the kids all were like, oh, here's where I am. This is what I'm doing. And one of them was at Costco. One of them was working from home. And I think the youngest was in school maybe. And so they shared these videos and they were all kind of like, oh yeah, this is where I am. This is cool, whatever. Well, I was living my day-to-day life where I was frustrated and angry. And so I videotaped inside of a cooler, random cooler. And this is what I did. I had to fill the shelves, and this is the video that I took 2 years ago, about a month ago. Everybody's having so much fun, I figured I'd join in. This is my life. Good times. Good times, especially when you look, there's some tea. Yeah, tea, more tea. That's from the delivery 6 days ago. That's where it goes, way on the bottom shelf, my hands and knees. There's some boxes that are still full, not touched. Energy drinks, not touched. Yeah, tea, not touched. Shelves empty. Yeah. This is what I do, guys. This is my life. It's so much fun. Here's some 1 liters of pop. Yep, it looks like a good time down in there. Yeah, rock on. Okay, so there's the video. Now, Donna, did you notice anything about the video?
I don't remember the video per se detail, but I remember your frustration every day. Very frustrated with your job.
Yeah, it was not the company, it was not whatever. That was my life. My life every day going into stores, some of them, not all of them.
Well, and let's preface that to say it was after COVID. They couldn't keep people in stores.
Yeah, employees turnover is super high in convenience stores, which we all understand that. I mean, it's not a
so it fell down the line
job.
To you guys, and
yeah, we would go into stores and they would literally be just empty shelves, and customers couldn't buy anything. And we'd get there, and they would literally say, some stores, the employees would literally say, "Oh, I'm so glad you're here. That needs to be stocked," or whatever. And it had been sitting empty for days. Sometimes they would get a delivery, and 6 days later, I would go in, and the stuff's just sitting there. And that was my life, and I was
just frustrated
all the time. And it was. Everybody was dealing with it, I mean, my boss sympathized. Not just
the business that you or we were in. It's basically, it was all over town.
And shortage, it's still going on.
And people not wanting to do their jobs and people not wanting to work, actually.
Yeah.
And being shorthanded and people having to step up for other people. And it's just a different type of workplace than it used to be.
Yeah.
In general, not just in our business.
Yeah,
but in
10
general.
years ago doing the same job, it was better. The attitude was better. It just, that's the way of the world right now. So anyway, I watched this video and I was like, wow, like, man, it was so frustrating. Like, almost gives me PSTD or PTSD. Is that post-traumatic?
Post-traumatic stress.
Like watching that, I'm like, oh my gosh, I hated that so much. And one of the things when I quit my job and like 6 months later, I talked to one of my good friends at that job that had also left, but he like retired. He said, after talking to me for like half an hour, we were talking on the phone, and he said, Steve, I just have to tell you something. He said, you sound so peaceful. He says, I love talking to you. We talked a lot, but you were always frustrated and angry. And he goes, you sound so at peace. And that's what, it's been 2 years now. And you know what? I still am peaceful.
Who couldn't be peaceful working with me?
Exactly. How could I not be? So anyway, it's been a great 2 years.
Yeah.
Things are not where I thought they would be. Things are not like I thought they would be. But okay, the overall picture, the airplane flying over at 50,000 feet or 30,000 feet.
We had talked when it was time for you to come and work at home full time, and we had talked about our vision was, okay, we're going to take our business from mostly dollar auction, a little bit of eBay, to mostly eBay, a little bit of dollar auction. And that's not how it has progressed. That's not how it happened. So we're in a different, place than we thought we would be in 2 years from the time that you started. I think
we probably did a video after 1 year. I think we did. And at that point in time, I said my goal next year is to be 85% eBay, and then dollar auction just kind of for fun on the side. Like we don't have to rely on it as much. And that was the goal. This last year, we've learned a lot. And what we've learned more than anything else is there's ebbs and flows to everything. And sometimes you get a lot of things for eBay and you can have really great eBay sales. Sometimes you can't count on eBay. And sometimes the things you get aren't eBay stuff.
Well, and let's take a second here for the people that are maybe new here and haven't watched us before.
Yes.
Dollar Auction is a Facebook group called Lincoln Dollar Auction where we can place things on auction for 24 hours. It starts at $1 and goes up in dollar increments. So that's what we're talking about when we say Lincoln Dollar Auction. It's a local Facebook group where we sell.
Yeah, we do. It goes on for a 1 day, kind of like an eBay thing. But at the end of it, whoever bid the highest at the end of the 24 hours wins it. And then they actually come and pick up from us. We don't ship. We don't anything. It's all local.
Yeah.
They come and pick up from us. And we track all that. I mean, it's all in our bookkeeping and everything. But I really thought we'd be headed more towards eBay and less towards that. But we can't count on that happening. We would really like to cross-post. We'd really like to cross-post into Macari and Posh and all that. Have not gotten that done yet.
I would like to look at something like Whatnot, but our following isn't big enough yet.
Yeah, I struggle with the Whatnot thing because you have to be live, entertaining. And, a lot of people, when they start Whatnot, they do their first show, and they have hardly anybody in there, and they sell stuff for super cheap, and they have to build a following. And I totally understand that.
Yeah.
Totally get it.
Kind of like we did on Dollar Auction.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm like, Whatnot is also a lot of times geared towards certain things like vintage clothing or like sports cards or like, vintage toys or something like that. And we sell like everything.
There's I don't know, there is... like Harry Tornado sells on one, and I believe it's in like the garage sale or something or other group.
No, there is like
everything.
a estate sale or garage sale group or something where you can sell absolutely anything. Yes,
on Whatnot,
that is a newer thing that I've noticed. We don't watch a lot of Whatnot, but anyway, we are busy enough doing what we do that the thought of starting something from scratch and having to build that, like look at us on YouTube. we've been here for 2 years, more than 2 years, and we have 488 subscribers. We love you all. We appreciate you all.
Thank you for watching.
We thank you all, but it's not exactly
as big as we had hoped.
Okay. It's not as big as she had hoped. I've never been super ambitious about building the channel. I just want to do the channel, and if it grows, great, and if it doesn't, like I don't want to sound at all disappointed with my YouTube channel, because I love doing this and I love the people that watch it.
I'm not
disappointed.
I'm just hoping that someday people will find us and think we're fun to watch.
Yeah. So anyway, but starting something else from scratch and growing it and having to live entertain, and it's easy to videotape, and if you're in a mood and you're disappointed with something, you can like cut that out. But if you're live entertaining and there's 3 people in there and you're selling everything for $1, like it would kind of be difficult to just keep that happy face on. Anyway, we're really off the rails here a little bit.
Maybe cut that out.
Nah, we ain't gonna cut it out. We're gonna roll with it. So anyway, we have talked about whatnot. We've talked about crossbows, and we've talked about all this. But the thing we do that we didn't do, so that's what we do in Lincoln. We have dollar auction, we have eBay. One thing we did a year ago that we didn't do a year ago that we do now is we started last fall. We got our first estate sale clean out after this company had an estate sale. We talked to them, and then when it was all done, we cleaned out the rest of the house for the family, just completely emptied everything. We took everything.
And wasn't it the first one we did? Wasn't it humongous?
Yes, it was massive.
And wasn't it for free?
It was for free because we were just
starting. Oh, we'll do this for free.
Yeah, free product. Yeah, we'll take it.
And we have learned along the way and grown along the way, and now. If you compare to what other people do in Lincoln, they'll do clean outs for $2,500 to $3,500 for a normal sized house.
Yeah.
To do the clean out. And so we have learned that you go in, you look, you see how much time it's going to take. Are you going to have to rent a trailer and this and that, and whatever. You're going to have to pay help and pay dump fees and that kind of thing. And so we're kind of learning how to price that. So now we have a new phase, or a new
kind of area of our business.
Right, that is estate clean out or house clean out. And so that's growing a little bit.
Yeah, we do that. So first of all, I know storage unit videos are probably some of our best videos for views. I would love to do like treasure hunting with Jeebus and do just storage unit videos, but storage units are expensive, and anybody online that watches this that's done it knows that online them auctions, they're expensive, and it's a lot of times they're crappy. A lot of times there's a reason they didn't pay for it.
Well, with the storage unit for us, we can get storage units anywhere from $60 to $500 to $700. You pay for the storage unit, you pay for the trailer, you travel to go get it, you spend the time to clean it out. So that's time that you can't list at home on dollar auction or eBay. So you're spending a lot of time, so labor. And then if somebody helps you, then once you get it emptied out, you have to sort it again and prep it for pictures and all of that. So it takes a lot of time.
And there's a lot of people that just do storage units and they live off that.
They have a following that is...
Well, there's a lot of people that do that aren't on social media.
Oh, yeah,
on YouTube. Like, that's a thing. Like, that's totally a thing, and that's cool.
And they have other ways to sell, like... We don't go to flea markets, we do have the garage sales, and that has helped.
When we go to garage sales?
When we do garage sales, we did 2 this year, and that was a good way to reduce, but our garage sales are everything's $1.
Yeah, if you watch us, you know that 3 weeks ago we had a garage sale, and we completely wiped out our inventory, and now we have 2 full storage units waiting for us. But that's the way it goes. So all the stuff we get, we don't always... Sometimes we do a job, whether it be a storage unit, whether it be a clean out, whether it be whatever, and we have a whole bunch of eBay stuff. And that's great. So we're listing it and we're doing great sales on eBay. Sometimes we do a clean out and it's not a lot of eBay stuff, but it's stuff that does really well on the local site. This last one we did, so far the stuff we've had here has been great on the dollar auction. So eBay has kind of been ignored. It still sells things, and it's still, we have literally ignored eBay for the last probably almost 2 weeks. Did very, very little, and we're still selling multiple items a day. Not as much as we used to, not as much as we want to, but we're hoping to get back into that. So anyway, it's basically everything we do is different, and everything we do is unique. And so if somebody calls us because they want us to clean out an estate, they're all different. So they're like, well, what do you do? Do you pay us, or do you charge, or what do you do? And we can't even really give an answer till we see it. Because first of all, if they've had a garage sale or an estate sale, well, it's all picked over.
Right. Somebody has already gone through and they've purchased what they think is valuable. Yeah. And
so that's when that's kind of whether we charge or whether we pay thing. If it's all been picked over and you had sales and you had all these tons of people finding all the stuff, there's still going to be some good stuff. But that's when we charge people that'd
be more likely a clean out for a price that you would pay for the service of having it cleaned out.
Yeah, and then we've had other instances where we've gotten to go into houses and either do a full clean out or a partial buyout, and it's not been picked. And those are the most fun. And those are the most exciting, because that's where you really find hidden treasures, when somebody else hasn't already picked it. And we've done buyouts and we've done cleanouts for the cost of doing the work and labor and expenses and everything. And so basically what we're saying is we don't know where this is going.
Yeah, we don't know where we're going to be in 2 years from now, because where we thought we were going to be is not necessarily the case. I mean, are we going to have a store? Are we going to have... Yeah, he says no. Are we going to continue to do yearly garage sales? Are we... Oh, okay. So he says yes now, because he used to say no.
Twice a year. No, it was great. I think 2 times a year.
Yeah.
Hopefully, more spring and fall.
Yeah.
Would be great, just to blow things out.
Are we going to continue to do cleanouts? Because at one point Steve said, I'm not just a cleanout person or whatever. But I think we've learned as we go into this how to more accurately price and offer our services. So I think you're probably going to see more cleanouts. I think you're going to see a few more storage units, because they're fun.
We love doing storage units. They're a lot of fun, but we have to be more picky, and we have to have the room to put the stuff in.
Yes. And I think you're going to see cross-posting from us.
Yeah, I think so.
I think you're going to see, we'll see what he does on this one. Us try Whatnot, maybe? So...
Maybe.
Maybe. And we're going to continue on Dollar Auction.
Oh, well, yeah,
yes.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to continue on
As long as
Dollar
Donna
Auction.
doesn't get kicked off Facebook, which, that almost happened, so...
I really do think that was just a...
I absolutely do. If you haven't seen the videos, you can go back and watch the ones labeled Facebook and all that. But... So anyway, where are we compared to where we wanted to be? Here's what I will say. I will 100% say. When I quit my job and I came home, if you would have told me 2 years later, I said this last year after 1 year, if you'd have told me 2 years later we would both still be working here, our relationship would be great, which it still is. It's better. And all of our bills would be paid. I would have said, sign me up. That sounds like the dream. And we're still there. All our bills are paid. We're not making $1 million. We're not getting rich. But we're living, we find what we think is the dream. We literally choose what we do every day. We choose if we want to get up early or not. We choose if we want to stay up late or not.
Here's our last week or two. We have helped a kid downsize, move, kept the dogs for a week while he went towards Alaska with his girlfriend. Then we have helped the other kid pack and move. We've done 2 cleanouts in that time. We've had a date night. We've had dinner with friends.
We had one of the kids get in a car accident, and we just dropped everything we were doing and went to help that kid. And, that was things before that, and then another time a kid was really sick and just had to go
To the ER,
help that person or
urgent
to
care.
the urgent care. And those are types of things that when we worked for our jobs,
you couldn't do it.
You had to call if it was going to be anything that would take more than half an hour or something. You had to call the boss.
Yeah.
I had the freedom. I had a vehicle and I could go anywhere. But I had to call the boss and say, "I really need to do this." Is there?
Well, and here's the
what do
other
we
thing
do?
that you get to do when you work for yourself. I like to crochet, and so I can crochet until 3 a.m. if I want to, because I know I don't have to be at work at 7. I can get up and start work at 8:30 or 9 or 10 or, whatever. So we have the freedom to make our own schedule.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big plus in how a person's able to enjoy life and the things that are really important.
Yeah. And what happened last year in the fall, in this time of year, and then it happened again this year? Last fall, we had a kid get married, and that kid is in Kentucky, which is a long ways away. And it was a lot of prepping and planning and everything for that trip. And there was other things going on, moving a kid last year in an apartment that just now moved again.
To another apartment.
A lot of life things happened that really slowed us down and kind of hurt our business, I guess, because we were really focused on these other things instead of the business. And that's okay. And then so this year we were like, we're going to gung-ho, we're going to go, and we're going to sell. And again, this time, same time of year, this middle summer into fall, we've had so many things pop up. Like I said, car accident and sickness. And the kid just moved last weekend, or yesterday actually.
Yesterday.
And another one is moving to Alaska, as you know. And there's so many things going on. And I have a trip this next weekend planned. But it's been planned since the spring. So, no big deal. But life is happening again where it really has slowed things down again. Yeah. But that's okay, because we'll get through it and then we can get back into the swing of things. So, so where are we going to be in 2 more years?
Right here. Different story, different day.
Hopefully we're going to be right here filming another video. Donna talks every now and then. She sees a store that's for rent or whatever. I don't want to do a store because I don't want to be... I don't want the overhead. I don't want to be tied to a store where we have somewhere we have to be every day at 8 or 9 in the morning, work weekends, or hire employees. I don't think we're anywhere near being able to do that.
You know what? Here's the thing.
And there's a lot of legal hoops to jump through and everything. That's my side of it. I have no ambition to do a store.
He also said if we had our own business and quit our job, there would be too many legal things and insurance to jump through and all of that stuff. Well, we are doing it, and we've been fine. So, but as far as a storefront goes, put your comments down below and tell us what you think, because I'm curious to see what people think. When I say store, I picture somewhere that we can put like the furniture we get, the bigger items that we get, fill it in with some knick-knack kind of things, fill it in with maybe some crocheted Afghans that I've made or whatever. That type of store, and maybe not open from 8 to 6, but maybe open from, I don't know, 9 to whenever, and maybe on a weekend or something. So not just a normal daily grind, but
the logistics has to make sense. It has to pay. It has to make a profit paying for the store. If you pay $750 a month for a store, you got to make at least $1,500 out of that store to make it worthwhile. If the expenses are so. Put your comments in. Maybe some of you have had stores and tried it. Maybe some of you have stores and it works great and you love it. Also, I would love any feedback from anyone about Whatnot. What do you think of it? Do you think it's something that we should do? Does anybody that watches this channel do Whatnot?
Do you buy on Whatnot?
Or do you buy on Whatnot? Does anybody even know what Whatnot is? So if you know anything about Whatnot and have an opinion about it, drop a comment in there. We would love to see that, because we're really curious. You mentioned it's so funny. Back to YouTube, and one of the things that we talk about is how to grow our channel. And we talked to somebody here locally that does a lot of TikToks and things like that. They're like, you need to do TikTok, and you can do TikTok videos, and you can link your YouTube channel, and it'll help grow your channel.
Do you see my deer in the headlights look?
See, that's me with Whatnot, right?
Uh-huh.
So we're told that we should do TikTok, and I honestly think we should.
And Instagram.
Instagram, I just can't figure out, but I don't take the time to try to learn it.
Yeah.
So anyway, but and like another thing that would probably help us is if we had scripted videos where, not scripted where the words, but we had it all written out and planned. And I don't really want to do that. I don't know that I'd enjoy that. I more just want to.
I think it's more of a reminder of what to talk about. Yeah. Oh, yeah, a vlog.
That's kind of the way I see this. I'm not trying to do instructional
another
videos.
Thing that we are also going to work on is a website.
Oh yeah, we're
our
kind of in the
friend
beginning stages of working on a website. Yeah,
our friend is helping us with that, and we're going to have it be more like a landing page, and might even have some things for sale on there, but more like a landing page for all of our different things, like our Lincoln Dollar auction, our eBay store, our YouTube channel. Facebook page, right. Things like that.
Back to the YouTube part of this, because I really want to bring up, because I saw something just in this last week that I think is funny. No, don't be sorry. That's what I mean. We stray and it's okay. One of the things that happened this last week is I have a video out there. I won't say which one necessarily. So we've been doing this 2 years. For the first year and a half, I refused to do clickbaity titles. I'm like, no, we're just doing a video and whatever. If people see it, people see it. If they don't, whatever. So then I started tinkering with, because that's what they all are. They're all clickbait. They literally,
and there's nothing wrong with it.
And there's nothing wrong with it. But a lot of these, we just watched a video earlier today, and the headline was pretty clickbait. And Donna was gone out of the room for a while, and she came back and she's like, well, what's in the title? I don't want to say what it is, and I said, oh, it was just like. Somebody asked a question and it was like a 15-second discussion and a joke, and then they moved on. And that's the title of the whole video, is that one little 15-second, it was just a joke. One of the things I saw, and so when somebody
But you know what? I can understand how people would use that to get people who might not have been looking at their page to look at their page.
Absolutely. You click on to see
and then they fall in love with them because they're so cute.
Yeah. So we got to put the dogs back up.
Right.
One of the things, so anyway, I got kind of called out for having a clickbaity title, and I actually kind of chuckled at it. We don't get much negative feedback because we don't get much feedback, and that's cool. But I got called out for using a clickbait title, and I'm like, YouTube is completely a lot of clickbait titles. Not always, but there's a lot of it. Anyway, what I wanted to say that I saw 3 times just this last week. We mentioned Harry Tornado. He's one of our absolute favorites to watch, right? Mm-hmm. Our favorites, I'll just tell you who they are. Our favorites are Harry Tornado, Commonwealth Picker, CK Treasures, Treasure Hunting with Jeebus, and Homeschooling Picker, and Part-Time Pickers, and Geeky Girl Adventures, and Bearded Thrift Machine. Okay,
and
so
Joey Bada Bing.
Joey Bada Bing. These are all people that we really like to watch. We like their content. But I saw in the last week 3 different times, 3 different people use Harry Tornado's name in their title. One was a clickbaity one. One was a reviewing Harry Tornado. One was, but they all 3 had Harry Tornado. And I looked at 2 of them, and that video has way more views than their average videos. Like for the 2 that I looked up. And I was like, holy cow, they're totally using his name to get clicks. And
it worked.
They all 3, because they know that Harry Tornado's probably going to see this, Josh is, and they all 3 were very positive, great videos about kind of praising Josh and what they do, what him and Haley do, and that's great. But
Don't forget Moe's.
Yes. But it worked. They used their name in their video, and I don't know if they asked him ahead of time or not, but they did it, and it worked. And Donna's like, well, we could do something like that. I'm like, I refuse. I refuse. That's just it. I'm not here to take a take a shortcut way to try to get more viewers. I mean, Josh and Haley, they don't know us. None of these people know us, and that's okay. But
we have messaged them before, and they messaged us back.
Yes.
We have messaged Commonwealth.
Kevin.
We have messaged Geeky Girl. We have messaged a couple others, didn't you?
We messaged Homeschool and Picker because she's in the same town as our son. Mm-hmm. She has responded back, but not always. But to be honest, she would be the first to tell you that she's an introvert and she doesn't respond back very much. So I understand that too. Mm-hmm. But anyway, like it's just crazy that I saw 3 of them in the same week, and it absolutely blew up.
Here's our title. Do you watch?
Yeah.
Or, who do you think is better? Or something like that. And list all of the people we watch.
Yeah, we'll just tag everybody in our video. And they'll be like, who are these idiots in Nebraska? Where is Nebraska? Isn't that a flyover state?
Yeah.
Anyway, but that was just some interesting perspective.
We could have a reunion and invite them all to our house. And then go thrifting with them on Bargains for You on 92. How fun would that be?
No, because they're probably better at it and they'd get all the good stuff and we'd come home with crap.
But we'd build our channel.
Yeah, that's okay. So anyway, let's see. 2 years, anything else we've learned?
I think we've talked long enough.
You think so?
We've learned that we ramble.
Well, you already knew I ramble. I do ramble. I don't care. If people don't like it, they already they already changed the station. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's where we're at. 2 years. We're still doing this. The bills are still paid. We're still making YouTube videos.
We still like each other.
We still really like each other. We have 2 new dogs from when we started this. We still like our kids. And I don't know.
Trade it.
What more can we ask for? Yep. She's tapping my arm. She's saying, "Come on, honey, wrap it up." If you ever watch a video and you see her start tapping me, that's what that means.
Or I grab it like this.
I don't think they can see it, but yeah, she's telling me to wrap it up.
Yeah. Move along.
Now, I just want you all to know, she's the one that wants to do YouTube in the first place, so...
But he talks all the time. I can't ever get a word in edgeways because he's always talking. Comment below if you think that's true.
Keep talking.
That's all I had to say.
See? You say your thing and then you're done. And then I gotta... Yeah.
That's it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
You got anything else done?
No. Like, subscribe, share. What am I supposed to say?
I don't know. I think that's it. I think you're supposed to say bye.
That's it.
Thank you all for watching. We are Happy Art Treasures. We will have another video out sometime. We have no idea what it's going to be about, but we'll have another video sometime. So appreciate you for watching, especially if you're all the way to the end.
And if you want us to say something about a certain something, then let us know and we will.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give us some ideas.
If you want some clickbaity titles for us to use, go ahead and put them in the comments. We'll try to use one. I don't know.
You know what? If you want us to do something, try something out, let us know. We will.
Yeah. Anything except for return pallets. We don't like that.
No.
We've done that. We don't like that. That's all. Thank you all for watching. I'm Steve.
I'm Donna.
We're Happy Art Treasures. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
There's Bella. Say hi. Look. She's on TV. Hi.
Bella. Hi, Bella. Hi. I've been overtaken.